Breaking news, the judge throws out Justin Baldoni's lawsuit against Blake Lively, even though she ruined his reputation. Let's get into it. Listen, I'm not going to lie, it's a major loss for Justin Baldoni. Now, he does have an opportunity to amend his complaint and still move forward, but this doesn't make Blake Lively innocent, and this doesn't make him a predator. Let's get into how Blake Lively won her motion to dismiss. Now, when it comes to defamation, this is always an uphill battle and always really hard to fight. And like I said from the start, Blake Lively was really smart and strategic about how she made the allegations against Baldoni. Let's not forget her shady secret Van Zandt lawsuit, which is how she obtained his text messages without his knowledge and then leaked those in the New York Times. Or the fact that she brought these allegations in a CRD complaint, forfeiting an investigation, but she published them in the New York Times despite filing a California CRD complaint. So many questions about how she went about it, but it was very smart legally. I've always said that from the beginning. I didn't think she would win her motion to dismiss. I thought this would be played out in front of a jury, but here we are. But like I've also said, just because you do something legally strategic does not mean that it's not morally corrupt. What's legal and what's moral are two completely different things. She got off on the technicalities, which is what I was afraid she was always going to win with. But let's be clear, Baldoni did not lose because he's a predator or because she's right in all of this. That has yet to be brought before a jury. And Blake Lively's lawsuit against him is still ongoing. He has to still fight that. But the way she won this motion to dismiss is because she made the allegations in a legal complaint, which then granted her litigation protection from defamation, which means you can't sue someone for defamation if they make a claim against you in a legal filing, such as her CRD complaint. Now, again, those are typically confidential, but she conveniently leaked that with his text messages into the New York Times, which is what then brought in the defamation claims. However, we also have protections for the press, which is what protected her in that second layer and protected the New York Times. Litigation privilege and privileges of the press. Again, technicalities. It was smart, strategic, in my opinion, evil, but she knew what she was doing, and her team knew what they were doing with making those allegations as well, knowing how difficult it is to win a defamation lawsuit. Amber Heard lost her defamation lawsuit from Johnny Depp because Amber Heard didn't have litigation privilege. She didn't make any of the allegations against Johnny Depp in a formal legal filing. That's what protected Blake Lively. If anything, Amber Heard taught her how to win this. Like I said, Baldoni can amend his complaint, but essentially his defamation case is dead at this point. So this doesn't make him a predator, it just makes Blake Lively and her legal team really fucking cutthroat.